What's up, y'all? It's your girl Danny TV tuning in with a brand new video for you, and I have a few things to update you guys on. First things first, I want to say, I know that y'all probably noticed that I haven't posted any videos, or if you go on my page personally, I deleted all of my homeless videos. I have no videos of my homeless situation anymore. The latest video that you will be able to see is the one with the police officers. Um, I just made the decision that I want to move forward in life, and that's only for me to, you know, ever had to remember about being homeless. Like, I don't want to post that type of content on my YouTube channel anymore. While it was interesting, it kind of was like very negative, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to post like positive content from now on. So far I've been here for 2 weeks now, going on 3, and everything has been really good still. Um they are really, making sure that they get us what we need pretty much, and that's a blessing. Um, Personal issues I've been going through right now. I'm not gonna really speak on that because it's a little too personal. But I just been, you know, pretty much like trying to you know, keep moving forward and just don't have time for the bullshit. So that's why I'm just like I've been chilling. Like, I just got accepted for this job, $20 an hour. My hubby, he's been working as well. Um, Sorry, y'all. I'm actually like eating some leftover food from yesterday. Um, but yeah, that's what's been going on. So if you probably clueless as to what's going on, like, damn, what happened to the videos? I actually got rid of those videos, and if anything, I have them in my phone, you know, to look back on. So yeah. Now I'm just gonna update you guys about my pregnancy. Um I've just been getting like lab work done. Pretty much getting lab work done, and I just got some lab work done yesterday. The Harmony test. Not sure if you ladies have heard about the Harmony test, but it basically um tests the baby genetics, and it tests the baby genetics and to make sure there's no Down syndrome or any physical disabilities, and also what else? Oh, the gender, it would be revealed only because they asked me and I requested, like, yeah, I wouldn't mind, you know what I'm saying, like the gender being revealed right now. Um, and it is accurate. The gender is always accurate. Last time it was accurate as well. So, right now they're setting my due date for January 5th. At first it was January 6th, but it's just like a day off because they did the measurements through the ultrasound. Um, I am currently, let me see, 10 weeks and 3 days. So I'm 10 weeks and 3 days, and every Wednesday I'm going to turn a new week. Now, depending on the baby's measurements, like the dates, my due dates might keep moving back. So sometimes it really doesn't matter. Like, they always go by your first menstrual period and stuff, like, well, the first day of your last menstrual period. Sometimes that's not always accurate. The due dates might fit perfectly, but it's not always accurate because at the end of the day, like they're gonna go based off the baby's measurements. So your baby could be measuring a week early or a week late or something like that, or 2 weeks early or something. Like that's just how it goes. Like with my first daughter, who's 8 years old. My due date with her was November 16th, but I ended up having her November 21st because she didn't want to come out. you know, she didn't want to come out. So yeah, like it really don't matter, because like I was saying, like my daughter, my due date with her was November 16th, 2012, and she was born November 21st because I got induced. I literally went to 41 weeks, and I feel like she wasn't gonna come out no time soon. Like, I know a girl who actually, they made her go all the way to 45 weeks. She carried a baby all the way to 45 weeks. That was the most painful shit I ever saw. So, and then my son, now this is crazy. This is very rare. Like, when your baby is born on their actual due date is very rare. My son, my due date with him was October 14th, and he was born October 14th. Like, he came. My water bag was bulging, so it had refused to break by itself. But I ended up going into labor with him October 13th at night. Late at night, like 11 something at night. And then I tried to go to sleep it off. But when I woke back up, it was 3 o'clock in the morning, and I started having contractions. And my contractions was 5 minutes apart. And then they got to 3 minutes, then 2 minutes. And by the time I got to the hospital, I was 7.5 centimeters. So he was on his way out by himself. My 3-year-old, my due date with her was, when was my due date with her? Like, you know what? My due date with her was October 25th, and she ended up coming October 17th. I remember that day. I was sitting down. I was at work with my mom, and I was sitting in the cafeteria, and I started having Braxton. Now, my labor with her started off as Braxton Hicks. So I was having Braxton Hicks contractions back to back to back. And I know that they say, like, if you have them every 10 minutes within a whole hour, then you need to go to the hospital. At that point, I was due any day now. So, like, my due date was a week away. So I called my cousin, and she was like, girl, you need to go to the hospital because you could be in labor. I didn't think nothing of it because, honestly, like, it wasn't painful. It was just, like, very, like, light mild. So I had ended up going to the ER. And then when I got to the ER, that's when they checked me and told me I was 3 centimeters. So she was like, we're going to have you walk around for about an hour and a half, and we're going to give you some ice water while you're doing it. And if you get to 4 centimeters, we're going to have to keep you. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I walked around the hospital for a whole hour and a half. And by the time they called me back into the room to check me, I was 4.5 centimeters. So I ended up dilating 1.5 centimeter, and they ended up admitting me. And I believe they gave me a little bit of Pitocin to, like, get the, keep the contractions coming. Honestly, at first I wasn't dilating fast enough on my own, and they didn't want to send me home, but they said that they wanted me to dilate a little bit faster because I was right there. I was like in the middle. So, before they gave me the Pitocin with her, this is my 3-year-old I'm talking about, by the way. I'm just like doing a recap on all of my pregnancies and births and stuff like that. Before they gave me the Pitocin with her, I remember them checking me. Like, I think it was every 2 hours or something. So they left out the room, came back an hour and a half, 2 hours later to check and see if I was making progress, and I wasn't. I stayed at 4.5 centimeters. So I'm not gonna lie, I was starting to contract though. Like my Braxton Hicks, they ended up turning into real contractions by itself, but it wasn't like really bad. So the doctors ended up agreeing that they was just gonna start a little bit of Pitocin to like get the ball rolling, so that she'll be able to come out a little quicker. So that's exactly what happened. And I ended up having her October 17th. And I think it was 3 o'clock in the morning. And yeah. And then my 6-month-old, my due date with her was November 28th. And I ended up having her November 21st, which is the same day as my oldest daughter's birthday. So they both have the same birthday, which is, everybody keeps saying like, girl, like, how did y'all have these
her name is Danielle.
How did y'all have these babies, you know what I'm saying? Like around the same time. It's a blessing. So it's like my oldest daughter, who's 8, and my 6-month-old, they both have the same birthday, November 21st. And then my 6-year-old and my 3-year-old, their birthday is 3 days apart. So that is just like, that's so fun, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't, but it's fun, but I would end up broke. Yes, I will, because I gotta have birthday parties at the same time, which is, you know what I'm saying? You got October, November, then my birthday is in December, and then my new baby will be here in January. But, oh yeah, before I get to that, let me finish telling y'all about my 6-month-old. My 6-month-old was born November 21st, the same day as my oldest daughter. My 6-month-old came at 5 p.m. on November 21st. And I ended up getting induced with her. My doctor induced my labor at 38 weeks because of a low-lying placenta. I had placenta previa, and he didn't want me to carry her all the way until my 40th week, only because it was extremely risky for me, because once I would go into labor, it would be a lot of bleeding involved. A lot of bleeding. And so he didn't want me to go in labor. He actually asked me, he said, if you want to, we can do it that way, but it's very risky. I wouldn't recommend it as your doctor. So it's either you want to do it like that, and then that will cause you to have an emergency cesarean section, and they will have to hurry up and get the baby out because it's like a life or death situation. He was like, so what I want to do is I want to induce you if you're okay with that. And I said, yeah. And then we started looking at the dates, and he was like, what about November 21st? I was like, whoa, like that's the same exact day as my oldest daughter's birthday. That would be a blessing, and she would be really happy, because she always told me that she wanted another little sister that has the same birthday as her, because she feels some type of way that her brother and her sister both have birthday parties together, and their birthdays are like literally 3 days apart. So for her. I did it for her, and they ended up inducing my labor when they started me on pitocin at, I believe. Well, okay, so my induction was scheduled for 8:30 a.m. So I ended up getting there at 8 o'clock and checked in. They got me upstairs, got me ready. They were so prepared for me. They had all the paperwork sitting on the desk already in the room. It was a beautiful room, by the way. My husband, he actually has the video of me giving birth to her, but he put the phone down. He flipped it over, so all you can really do is hear things. Like, you couldn't see anything. It was one of the most painfulest. Oh my god! Like, they gave me so I didn't know that you can get an epidural at 7 centimeters. I didn't know. I never heard of that, actually. I believe I was 6 or 7 centimeters when I finally asked for one. Like, they kept upping the dosage on my pitocin. The pitocin wasn't that strong to me. You know how anybody else, it'd be like really, really strong, and they'll be crying, like, because the contractions, it like is extremely painful, especially with pitocin involved. So when they kept upping the dosage, it finally became extremely painful. And so yeah, like, I am expecting for this to be like a much, much more faster labor. Actually, with my last daughter, I was, they started my pitocin at 10, actually, at 10 a.m. And I ended up pushing her out all the way by 5 p.m. So that wasn't bad. But honestly, out of all my labors, my quickest one, I would go with my son. That was one of the quickest deliveries, because it literally took me 3 hours with him. Like, when I got to the ER, it was 6:30 a.m., 7 a.m., and he ended up coming out at 10 a.m. So that was like one of the fastest ones. The longest labor was with my oldest daughter. And they always say, like, your first baby, the labor is gonna last a little bit longer. But anyway, let me get to the point where about this baby. So far on the ultrasound, they have seen a small subchorionic hemorrhage that was measuring in at about 10 millimeters. So it's very, very small. It's not that big, but they don't want me doing too much to put much more pressure on the hemorrhage, because it's going to spread and get bigger, and I don't want that to happen. They didn't speak about my placenta just yet, because they really wouldn't be able to tell anything about my placenta, probably not until I think it's either my 12th week, or if not my 12th week, my 20th week. So, like I said, I did the Harmony test, and I'm just waiting on the results to come back. It shouldn't take no more than 2 weeks, and I will be able to tell you guys the gender. And I'm excited to know, because I really want, me and my husband, we both want another boy. We both want another boy. Well, we don't have a boy, we just have one girl together. But I'm really hoping for a boy. But I keep telling him I have a feeling it's going to be another girl. I got a feeling. And the reason why I say that is because my morning sickness has been bad. There's days where I don't have any morning sickness at all, and then there's days where I do. So, I got bad morning sickness, and my boobs are growing bigger. So I know like that's the indication of a girl, because with my son, I had bad morning sickness too. But one thing I can say is my boobs did not grow at all. I am breaking out on my face, as you can see. That's another indication of a girl. My hair is getting much thicker. Is that an indication of a girl or a boy? I would say girl, because with all of my girls, my hair was growing a lot. For all my girls, actually, I take that back. It was getting thick, but it was falling out. With my son, my hair was growing longer. I take that back. So I had long hair with my son, but it was thin. With my girls, my hair was growing thick and falling out at the same time. With this pregnancy, my hair has gotten really, really thick. It hasn't fell out, and if it do, it's only because I haven't been really taking good care of it like that. So, let's see what else. I'm just trying to give y'all some hints. Like, I'm telling you, like, I told my husband that I think this is gonna be another girl. I really do. We just had a girl 6 months ago. So this is like the exciting part of the pregnancy, when it's time to find out what the gender is, and then it's like all these little indications. So the smell of certain perfumes and colognes and air fresheners and stuff, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I would more so probably prefer like a cologne or an air freshener over perfume. So yeah. Soap. Oh my God, y'all. Dove soap. Like the white Dove soap. I hate that. I hate that smell. It makes me gag. And then toothpaste makes me gag. Well, I'm not gonna put that in the category because of the simple fact it's just it triggers my nausea when I brush my teeth, and I'm pretty sure that's probably with any pregnant woman. So I'm gonna exclude that. Let's see what else. Oh, you know what? Honestly, I can 100% say that this pregnancy is a little different, because with my daughter, I can drink juice. You know what I'm saying? Certain juices I can drink. With this baby, I can't drink any juice, any tea, iced tea, hot tea, but when and I can't drink any flavored pop, like Pepsi, grape, orange. If it's not Sierra Mist or Sprite, I can't drink it. With the Gatorade, I can't even drink. The only Gatorade I can drink is the blue one. But now lately I've been feeling a little sick with the blue Gatorade. So the only thing I can drink flavored is vitamin water, and that is the dragon fruit flavor. That's the only one I can tolerate. So this pregnancy is a lot more different. As far as foods, I still don't have any specific craving. I still can't. I've lost a lot of weight with this pregnancy. I lost a lot of weight, and I still cannot eat anything. Like, it depends. It's like within that moment, I would have to have a taste for something to be able to eat it. So I consider cravings something that I want every day. Like, for instance, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I would consider that a craving if that's something that I want every single day. You know what I'm saying? It's not really a craving if you got a taste for something every day. Like, you got a taste for something different. Um, One time I actually went a whole day without eating, and I ended up feeling like real sick. So I've been trying my hardest not to do that anymore. I try to at least eat a little something. Yesterday I had a taste for Chinese food, so that's exactly what I ate. And the day before that, it was pretty much Buffalo Wild Wings. Um, and hot dogs. I've been having a taste for hot dogs, but hot dogs have just been not on my A list anymore. It's just been tasting a little weird to me. So, yeah, that's that. And I'm just hoping for a boy. Like, I words can't even explain. Words can't even explain how excited I'm going to be if I read that harmony test and the results say gender, male. Oh my God. I'm going to be so happy, y'all. But honestly, I'm still, like I said, I'm still going to be happy whether it's a girl or a boy. So, I'm actually excited because there is great things to come this year. We've been doing good, staying on track. God has been blessing us, and we got many more blessings to come. Many more blessings to come. I'm just happy everything has been working out for us, and we're going to continue to pray and keep our faith in God. And I mean, our life is not perfect, and it's not going to be peaches and cream, and you're going to have your downfalls in life, and you're going to have days where things is just bad, but all you got to do is just keep your head up and keep praying. So yeah, that's that. And today, since I'm feeling a little up and about, I definitely will give you guys a belly shot. I'm going to try to keep you guys up to date with the pregnancy between every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks. So, other than that, like I said, this is going to be more positive content on my page, on my YouTube channel. We're going to try to keep it as positive as possible. But what we won't forget to record is prejudiced people. We won't forget to record that. So if we run into anything prejudice or run into like prejudiced cops or anybody that's acting out of their body, we will record that. Personally, within our life, as far as like living wise and stuff like that, that won't be pretty much recorded. We might talk about it every now and then, but we're just gonna update you guys with like positive things. And I'm gonna start recording my kids. I forgot to record them the other day, but this time I'm gonna record them. So that being said, that was my 10-week and 3-day belly. shot. And I know what y'all thinking. Y'all probably like, damn, she big for 10 weeks. That's because I have 4 previous pregnancies. So the more pregnancies you have, the bigger your stomach, the bigger your belly will get. So, excuse me. Let me go ahead and get my day started. I gotta be at work tonight. So, like I said, I keep updating you guys probably between every 2 and 3 weeks. Or if I get a new result in, like I said, we waiting for that harmony test. So when that harmony test comes back, we will update you guys on the gender. So be looking out for a new video.